Sweet Gum Head, Florida, Mr. Jimmy Powell on the steel. And from Dothan, Alabama, Mr. Jimmy Miller on the guitar. Springs, Mr. Jim Williams on the piano. And from parts unknown, somewhere around Ebro, Mr. Charles Scott on the harmonica. We got the best bass player you're going to find most anywhere this side of Nashville. From Grand Ridge, Mr. J. Newsom. All the way back there from Westville, Florida, Mr. Dustin Worley on the drums.
Town, Florida, Mr. Wayne Martin. Give him a good hand.
There's a little bit of Milk Cow Blues. Well, now, y'all throwing money up here, I'll tell you what. Y'all mighty cheap throwing them pennies up here, I'll tell you. We want some folding money if you're going to throw money. All right, we're going to bring this guy from Dothan, Alabama back out here. Some of you, we didn't have him scheduled to sing on the second half, but so many folks asked for him to come back out and do you a good old Hank Williams tune. We're going to let him do that. How about a good hand for Mr. Danny Howell?
The news is out all over town that you've been seen out running round. I know that I should not complain. What can I do? This heart of mine could never see what everybody knew but me. Just trusting you wasn't my great sin. What can I do? Jimmy Powell. Jimmy Miller. Sorry for your victim now, or soon his head like mine will bow. He'll give his heart, but all in vain, and someday say you win again. This heart of mine could never see what everybody knew but me. Just trust in you was my great sin. I love you still, you win again. I love you still, you win again. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.
Great job, Danny Howell. Always does a fine job. Y'all can find him here most Friday nights. We hope you'll come back every chance you get and see him and all the other singers that'll be here. But right now we're going to bring out a lady who we call her the First Lady of Gilley's Family Opry, because she and her husband Charles own and operate this place. And if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have a nice place like this to have these shows. So how about a hand for Miss Edell Gilley?
This is for James and JL. They want to take in God we trust all of our money. They want to take the name of Jesus out of our prayers. They want to stop us from saying one nation under God. They'd like to take God out of their land. But are we gonna sit back and watch them destroy our freedom of a country where men died to make us free? But are we gonna stand up and shout it from the church house to the White House? In God we trust, and that's the way it needs to be. Oh yes, come on. They've already taken prayer out of our schools, and they've ordered the 10 Commandments to be taken down. And they say it's all right to take the life of an unborn baby. See, our morals and our values, they're crumbling to the ground. But are we gonna sit back and watch them destroy our freedom of a country where men died to make us free? Are we gonna stand up and shout it from the church house to the White House? In God we trust, and that's the way it needs to be. Oh, in God we trust, and that's the way it needs to be. Yeah.
Miss Edell. Yes, sir. Fine job. All right, we're going to bring this next guy back up here. You saw him in the first half, and y'all be looking for him on the Shotgun Red show now, because he'll be on there not too long from now. But how about making him welcome, Mr. Arty Rodriguez?
She left me almost burned down. I
couldn't feel a thing. A walking, talking statue, afraid of love again. She did everything to kill the pain, but a little spark got through. If she had her way, I'd be gone, hey, if it hadn't been for you. And you turned cold gray ashes into hot burning flames. I'm alive in love because of you. When you came to light the fire, you knew just what to bring. And you turned cold gray ashes into a hot burning flame. Oh, yeah. She thought that I was down and out, but at the count of 9, a living, loving angel showed up just in time. She thought that I would surely die, and sometimes I wanted to. She had no doubt the fire was out, but she didn't count on you. And you turned cold gray ashes into hot burning flames. I'm alive in love because of you. When you came to light the fire, you knew just what to bring. And you turned cold gray ashes into a hot burning flame. You turned cold gray ashes into a hot burning flame. I was out earlier in the audience out there back, and everybody was talking about my jacket here, and it's got music notes on there. But what people don't understand is that when the lady made this jacket for me, she said, hey, I put the music notes to one of your original songs on the jacket. So I pick at the band. If they get lost on one of my songs, I just go like that, and they can follow me. They'll get caught up in the music. But my luck, half of them don't read music, so we'll still be lost. But we're going to take a little trip to Louisiana, so y'all hold on. Yeah, way down yonder on the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. That's where I met my Cajun baby. She's the fairest one in the land. Her teeth are white and pearly, hair is black as coal. I wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world's gold. Way down yonder on the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. Yeah, my heart's been sad and lonely since the day she said goodbye. Well, I got myself this letter, said she'd be my Cajun bride. On Saturday night we go dancing, listen to the fiddles hold, eat a lot of shrimps and crawfish, and ride around in my old paved road. Hey, way down yonder on the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. That's where I met my Cajun baby. She's the fairest one in the land. Her teeth are white and pearly, hair is black as coal. I wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world's gold. Way down yonder on the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. Before the sun goes down this evening, I'll be on my way to see my Cajun baby, and there I'm gonna stay. On Saturday night we go dancing and listen to the fiddles hold, eat more shrimp and crawfish, and ride around in my old pay road. Hey, way down yonder on the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. That's where I met my Cajun baby. She's the fairest one in the land. Her teeth are white, pearly, hair is black as coal. I wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world's gold. Way down yonder on the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. Hey, way down yonder on the bayou country and dear old Louisiana. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands together and please make welcome to the stage Miss Lisa Layne as Miss Patsy Cline.
Don't wanna walk unless I'm walking with you. Don't wanna talk unless I'm talking to you. Don't wanna be lonesome, don't wanna be blue, baby, that's how much I love you. Don't wanna live unless I'm living with you. Don't wanna give unless I'm giving to you. Don't wanna be found with somebody new, baby, that's how much I love you. I built my whole world around you. Darling, don't ever break my heart. I'm so glad that I found you, and in my life you'll always play a part. Don't wanna cry unless I'm crying for you. Don't wanna sigh unless I'm sighing to you. Don't wanna be found with somebody new, baby, that's how much I love you. Well, I built my whole world around you. Darling, don't ever break my heart. I'm so glad that I found you, and in my life you'll always play a part. Don't wanna cry unless I'm crying for you. Don't wanna sigh unless I'm sighing to you. Don't wanna be found with somebody new, baby, that's how much I love you. Baby, that's how much I love you. Woo! Oh, I love you. Bless your heart. Are you having a good time so far? Now, we can't hear that up here. I said, are you having a good time so far? Well, all right, then let your hair down. Let's see what you look like. What we got next, Halls? All right, here's a great old tune by Eddie Arnold, favorite of mine, and it's a song called Anytime. Anytime you're feeling lonely, thank you. Anytime, bless your heart, you're feeling blue. Anytime you feel downhearted, that will prove your love for me is true. Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I'll be thinking of you. So anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'll come on home to you. Play, boys. Anytime you feel downhearted, that will prove your love for me is true. Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I'll be thinking of you. So anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'll come on home to you. That's the time I'll come on home to you.
Thank you so much. Bless your heart. How about a big round of applause for these fellas behind me? They're working hard. Hardly working. Either one. All righty. This is my first hit record I had on Four Star Records. I know you know it, so sing along if you feel like it. Shake your leg, shake your neighbor's leg. It's a song called Walking After Midnight. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. I go out walking after midnight. Thank you. Out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. Oh, thank you so much. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Now, everyone always asks me what is my favorite song to sing, and I've got lots of them. And this one in particular we're going to do next for you was written by a young songwriter in Nashville. His name is Justin Tubb. He's Ernest Tubb's son, and he's a wonderful songwriter and singer. And I decided to record one of his songs, and it's one of my very favorites, and it's called Imagine That. Imagine me still loving you. Thank you. After all you've put me through, well, I can't help it. I just do. Imagine that, and that's not the half. Imagine this, if you can. I've stood more than I should stand, but I'd still take you back again. Imagine that, ain't that a laugh? Can you believe I'd swallow my pride? Well, yes, I guess you can. 'Cause you know you've always had my foolish heart right in the palm of your hand. So for what it's worth to you, it just don't matter what you might do. 'Cause I'm still waiting and loving you. just don't matter what you might do, 'cause I'll still be waiting and loving you. Imagine that. Ain't that a laugh? Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that so much. All right, now I'm going to break character here just real quick. Now, normally, people move around when they're singing and whatever, but we have been told by the Cline Foundation to... Now, let me back this up just a little bit. Now, Patsy Cline, when she came along in the late 50s, early 60s, and passed away in 63. So when she was on television, that's all we see are just a few clips of television things, television shows she was on, and that's it. That's all we've got visually to work with. And of course, back then, that was the early stages of television, and they didn't have all these zooming cameras and things like that, you know. So when you got on stage, you stood there and you did this, or you sat down, and, you know, and that's what she did. She just stood there and sang. Now, this was, so we now jokingly call this the Patsy Cline stance. You walk up to the mic and you do this. Now, believe me, you can't hold that position all night long. It just, it'll kill you. So I'm gonna move around. She didn't move around that much. She didn't dance that much, but I'm gonna move around a little bit because after all, my feet get tired of standing in one spot. So we're gonna get back into character just a minute here. What we got? Honk. All right, this is gonna help us move a little bit. You folks, kick your feet up, stomp your feet, clap along, sing along with us. This is a fun little tune called Honky Tonk Merry Go Round. I'm on a honky-tonk merry-go-round, making every spot in town. Starting out early, thinking coming home late. Every night with a brand new date. I'm on a honky-tonk merry-go-round, acting like a foolish clown. Still racing those blues that you left with me, wondering if I'll ever be free. Around and around and around I go, riding high and feeling low, around and around just like a top. Well, I'm getting dizzy, but I can't stop. I'm on a honky-tonk merry-go-round, acting like a foolish clown. Still racing those blues that you left with me, wondering if I'll ever be free. Play, boys. You folks, but I'm having a good time up here. Okay, now this is no Bob Wills tune, and I thought it sounded pretty with the violins in it and all that when we recorded it. And I hope you like it. And we've got us a little bit of a dance floor if you feel like getting up and dancing. It's a great old tune called Faded Love. Thank you so much. As I look at the letters that you wrote to me, it's you that I am thinking of. As I read the lines that to me were so dear, I remember our faded love. I miss you, darling, more and more every day, as heaven would miss the stars above. With every heartbeat, I still think of you and remember our faded love. As I think of the past and all the pleasures we've had, as I watch the mating of the dove, it was in the springtime that you said goodbye. I remember our faded love. I miss you, darling, more and more every day, as heaven would miss the stars above. With every heartbeat, I still think of you and remember our faded love, and remember our faded love. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're looking good out on those dance floors, too. Now, if you have a request for a song you'd like to dance to, just let us know. I'm sure the band can pick it up. And I may not know it, but the band probably does. So, all righty. This is a good one. We're going to clap our hands along with this one, wake up a little bit after that very slow ballad. And it's a great tune called Back in Baby's Arms. Yeah. I'm back in baby's arms. How I miss those loving arms. I'm back where I belong, back in baby's arms. Don't know yourselves a round of applause. Woo! Did that wake you up just a little bit? Woo! All right. Now this was my third record hit, and this one was on Decca Records once I signed with Decca Records. And like I said once before, I know you folks know it because you helped make it #1 on the pop charts as well as the country charts, and I thank you so much for that. And the song is called I Fall to Pieces. Thank you so much. I fall to pieces. Bless your heart, thank you. Each time I see you again, I fall to pieces. How can I be just your friend? You want me to act like we've never kissed. You want me to forget, pretend we've never met. And I tried, but I haven't yet. You walk by and I fall to pieces. Thank you so much. Bless your heart. Thank you. I fall to pieces each time someone speaks your name. I fall to pieces. Time only adds to the flame. You tell me to find someone else to love, someone who will love me too, the way you used to do. But each time I go out with someone new, you walk by and I fall to pieces. Yes, you walk by and I fall to pieces. Oh, I love you. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Okay, once again, I'm going to step out of character. Now, when I do these, there's two shows. There are two shows that are sanctioned by the Cline Foundation. Now, there's two. They're musicals. One is called A Closer Walk with Patsy Cline, and the other one is called Always Patsy Cline. Have y'all ever seen any one of those? Yes, you have. Now, they're musicals, and they're scripted shows, right? And, of course, full of Patsy Cline music and stories about her life and things like that. And I was in Nashville back in 98 through 2000, and I was doing a show called A Closer Walk with Patsy Cline, and we have the Texas Troubadour Theater, right where you are. And we always had, the show ran for 4 years, and I did 3 of those 4 years. And we always had these fan club members, Patsy Cline fan club members, come to the shows. And she has millions of fans worldwide still. And it's like an Elvis thing, except it's not rock and roll. It's the only difference. And they're just as fanatical as the Elvis people. The Elvis fans, the Elvis people. Anyway, so they would come to the shows all the time. They get kind of wound up because once you get in there, there's old music playing, and you're kind of drawn back into that time, like in the late 50s, early 60s. And so it's a lot of fun, and everybody gets into it. But this one time, we had this lady from, I don't know where she was. Anyway, she was the Patsy Cline fan club member. Now, after the show,
we always have a meet and greet. You know, you shake hands and talk about how you like the show. Did you have a good time? Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. And you meet folks and talk to them about the show or whatever they want to talk about. And so this woman came up to me after the show, after doing this show, and y'all, I'm standing there. Most people just walk by and they shake your hand. You know, how you doing? Where you from? You know, and this woman walks up, y'all, and she's got this big pin on, and it's about the size of a dinner plate. And it's right up here, and it says, President of Patsy Cline Fan Club, you know, somewheresville, nowhere, right here. I don't remember where she's from. And it was real big. It's huge, right? And she's got it on, and I'm standing here, and she walks up like this. This is great. She goes, and she struck a pose, and she was about 7 feet from me, and I thought, okay. I said, did you enjoy the show? Did you have a good time? She said, Patsy tapped her toe. I said, Patsy tapped her toe. She said just like that. Now, mind you, folks, we had just finished a 2-hour show, 6-piece band working their tail ends off, right? And there was a man in the show who played a disc jockey, works his tail end off. I had 28 Patsy songs, 14 costume changes, 4 wig changes. Are you seeing where I'm headed with this? And all she could come up with was, Patsy tapped her toe. I said, thank you very much. Okay. Never saw her again. Anyway, that's all she come up with. Oh, and we also have these people, like I said, they get wound up into the show, and they get so into it, the music and the lighting and everything. And the cost, I mean, just, it's great. And the band is just dead on with the songs. Anyway, so sometimes people get a little wound up. They get a little caught up into themselves in the show, and all of a sudden you sing. Usually it's some ballad, because, anyway, and I'm up there singing, and the band's playing, and you hear this, we love you, Patsy. And y'all so badly, I want to say, now you know she's dead. I don't, but I so badly want to. And you just try to think, okay, I guess they're just so into the show and they're having such a good time. And you can hear the band chuckle, because they're kind of in lower lights. They're no help at all. Anyway, so just thought I'd share those funny little tidbits with you. This stuff happens all the time. It's just funny. But we do have a good time with all these shows that we do across the country still. Now, I've been doing these Patsy, the 2 musicals I mentioned, as well as one that Boo and I, my husband back there, he's back there with the CDs and the junk. Anyway, hey, Boo. Anyway, I've been doing these Patsy shows for right at 20 years now. And and the interesting thing is Patsy was only in the public eye. We only knew about her for 8 years. And you got all of that music in 8 years. Just imagine what she could have done, if she'd have not gotten on the plane. That's all I'm saying. Don't get on the plane. So anyway, we're going to get back with the show. We got a few more great Patsy tunes to do for you. Hope y'all enjoy them. What we got next, Holly? All right. If you've got leaving on your mind, thank you so much. Tell me now, get it over. Hurt me now, get it over. If you've got leaving on your mind, if there's a new love in your heart, tell me now, get it over. Hurt me now, get it over. If there's a new love in your heart, don't leave me in a world filled with dreams
If there's a new love in your heart, hurt me now, get it over. If there's a new love in your heart,
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so much. I love you. Oh, we're having a good time. You horses up here having a good time? So far, so good? Oh, you don't have to agree with me. I'm not paying you. Watch him get up and walk off. All righty. Now, as I mentioned before, I love doing the songs later on in my recording career with the orchestration. And I heard just recently through the grapevine that there was a young singer nowadays who decided that all this orchestration and stuff came along in the 70s. Well, hell, I wasn't even around in the 70s, and it was on my music back in the 60s. So this is a great tune that did have some strings and some orchestra music to it, and it's a beautiful song called Sweet Dreams.
sweet dreams of you.
Thank you so much.
Every night I go through, why can't I forget you and start my life anew? Instead of having sweet dreams all about you. You don't love me, it's plain. I should know I'll never wear your ring. I should hate you the whole night through. Instead of having sweet dreams all about you. Sweet dreams of you. Things I know can't come true. Why can't I forget the past? Start loving someone new. Instead of having sweet dreams all about you.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so much. We love you. Thank you so much. All righty, we got us a fun little tune. Like I said, if you feel like getting up and dancing, y'all go right ahead. We're not going to care. This is a great little tune called South of the Border.
South of the border, down Mexico way.
Thank you so much.
That's where they fell in love. Stars above came was a vision in old Spanish lace, and for a tender while he kissed the smile upon her face, for it was fiesta, and they were so gay, south of the border, down Mexico way. And she smiled as he whispered mañana, thinking they were never parting. But he lied as he whispered mañana, for that tomorrow never came. South of the border, he rode back one day, and in a veil of white, by candlelight, she knelt to pray. The mission bells told him that he mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Woo. Yeah. Oh, bless your heart. Saw some toes tapping on that one. Yeah. All righty, now everyone waits for the whole show to hear this song, and we're gonna do it for you now. This was a song written by, once again, a young songwriter in Nashville by the name of William Nelson. And to tell you the truth, I can't stand the way the man sings, but he is a heck of a songwriter once again. And Charlie convinced me after playing the demo about 500 times that we should go ahead and record this tune. So we did, but luckily I got to sing it my own way and not the way Willie was singing it. So you wait on that to hear it, and I appreciate it. And the song is called Crazy. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Thank you so much. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? What in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Hey, boys, what do you say we end this on a high note? How about this little tune? I want you folks to clap and sing along, stomp your feet. It's a fun little moving song called Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey. Come on, everybody. Yeah. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? Yeah. I'm on the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. You know I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy that I drove you out with nothing but a fine tooth comb. Well, I know that I'm to blame, and ain't that a shame, Bill Bailey? Won't you please come home? Let's let the band play one. Yeah. Let's hear it for our folks. Yeah. Well, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I'm on the whole night long. I'm gonna do your cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. You know I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy eve that I drove you out with nothing but a fine tooth comb. Bring it home, boys. Well, I know that I'm to blame, and I ain't that a dirty low-down shame. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Come home, Bill Bailey. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Thank you so much, folks.